Years old, and he's great. Come on up, Thatch.
Go ahead. We'll catch up with you.
Did I just win a poetry award?
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, he just won a poetry award, but I'm not sure what it is right now, but congratulations.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
I'm glad. Well, should we do some poems?
Sure, let's do.
Okay, this first poem I'll do, it's one that's written by Bruce Cascadden. It's one of my favorites. It's about an old horse, and some of you can relate, just an old horse that's been turned out to pasture. If you were here, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I did this poem. It's called Forgotten, and it goes like this. Yes, he used to be a cow horse. I was young and strong and fleet. Now he stands alone, forgotten, in a winter, snow and sleet. For his eyes are dim and hollow, and his head is turning gray. He's got too old to follow, just a horse that's had his day. They have forgotten how once he packed them, had an easy swing and lope, how he braced his sturdy shoulders when he sat back on a rope. Didn't bear no weight nor distance, answered every move and word, though his sides were white with lather while he held them unheard. Now he's stiff and old and stumbles, and he's lost the strength and speed that once took him through the darkness around the point of a stampede. And his legs are scarred and battered, both the muscle and the bone. He is just a worn-out cow horse, so they turned him out alone. They have turned him out to winter, best he can amongst the snow. There without a friend and lonesome, do you think he doesn't know? Through the hours of the storm and darkness, he had time to think a lot. That horse may have been forgotten, but you bet he ain't forgot. He stands still, he ain't none worried, for he knows he's played the game. He's got nothing to back up from, he's been squared and ain't ashamed. For no matter where they put him, he's game to do a share. Well, I think more of the pony than the folks that put him there. Thank you. Okay, let's get off that sad note for a little while and let's put on a happy face. This poem, it's another one by Bruce Cascadden. It's a poem about a longhorn and a Hereford. And in our family, we really like the Herefords, but I really don't think this longhorn does. It's called The Longhorn Speaks, and it goes like this. Well, I went up to this college and they asked me what I knowed to justify embarking on the education road. Well, I told them that my mom and pa had figured I was smart. Whoa, wait. That ain't the words to this one. That's the words to another one.
Curly Wolf.
That's a poem by S. Elmer Barker. And right now we're doing The Longhorn Speaks by Bruce Cascadden. I don't know where that came from, sorry. This poem's called The Longhorn Speaks, and it goes like this. The old longhorn looked at a prize-winning steer. He grumbled, what sort of thing is this here? He ain't got no legs and his body is big. I sort of suspicion he's cross with a pig. Now me, I can run, I can gore, and I can kick. But that fat feller's too clumsy to do all them tricks. You see, they're breeding such critters and calling them steers. Why, the horns he's got ain't as long as my ears. I can't figure out what he done in my day. They wouldn't have stuffed me with grain with hay, nor have polished my horns and fixed up my hooves, and slept me on bedding and under the roofs. Who've curried his hide and fuzzed up his tail? Not none of them riders that drove the long trail. They found mighty quick just how far her could jump when they jerked a few doubles of rope off her rump. And to me it occurs he would not look so slick with his tail full of burrs and his tied full of ticks. And I do just wonder just what that fat feller would think if he lived on short grass and went miles for a drink and wintered outdoors in the sleet and snow. He wouldn't look much like he does at the show. Well, I wouldn't be like him, no, not if I could. I can't figure out why they think he's so good. His short legs and his white baby face, I could finish him off in a fight or a race. Leave his whole family history and writing still. He ain't fit for nothing except to kill. And all of them judges that think they're so wise, why they look at that critter and give him first prize. Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. Now we can do Curly Wolf College. It's written by S. Elmer Barker, and I hope you like it again. I went up to this college and they asked me what I knowed to justify embarking on the education road. Well, I told them that my ma and pa had figured I was smart, for I could almost pert near tell a horse and cow apart. The cow's the one that wears the horns, and the horse the one you ride, and most of them most always wears the hairy part outside. They asked me what I knowed about the history of the earth. Well, I told them that I understood it started in Fort Worth, where Adam the first Texan found a market for his steers, and started raising buckaroos with red and hairy ears. They asked about my algebra. I told them it was tough, the way most any cowboys gets, who's riding long enough. And they asked me what philosophy of life I favored most, and that one sure did smell me right up to the snubbing post. Well, I pondered some, then told them that I always do my best to aim my spittin' eastwards when the wind is in the west. They asked about my grammar. I told them she was dead. They didn't mention Grandpa, but I told them what he'd said, that any man was foolish and was surely bound to fail, who'd kick a hog barefooted or twist a panther's tail. Well, I went up to this college, but I didn't stay there long, for they asked a heap of questions, and my answers was all wrong. At least that's what they figured, like them college fellers do. But I brought back a professor just to spend a week or two, riding on a rancho with a horse between his knees, where the wolves are wild and curly and the coyotes all got fleas. And about this here professor, wouldn't say no word unkind, for he packs a heap of knowledge in that thing he calls mind. But now my lack of learning don't seem no near we be gone. At least I know which end to put the horse's bridle on. Thank you.
One more. Cowboy in the future.
Well, can I do another one? Okay. Well, I got this one that's really heart-touching, and it really pulls on your heartstrings. And this poem I said at my great-grandpa's funeral, and me and my great-grandpa are just best friends. This poem is called Riding for the Brand, and it goes like this. An old cowboy and a preacher met on the prairie one day, one riding a buckskin, the other a bay. They squatted in the shade of a lone cedar tree, scratching the dirt, contemplating, you see. Comparing their lives, and the old cowboy spoke of the brands he had ridden for and the horses he broke, the herds he'd gathered and held at all cost, and the hours spent riding when a few were lost. You see, you'd give up your life and you rode for the brand, and of this we've buried many a good hand. But as you can see, I'm well past my prime, and the boss says I'll soon have to draw my time. What can I do? I'm too tough to cry. I'm too old to work, but I'm too young to die. The preacher stirred the dirt with his stick for a while. Then he looked the cowboy in the eye with a smile and said, I too ride for the brand, the scars of the nail holes in the palms of his hands. I've gathered a herd and holding for my boss, and I'm always out looking for those who are lost. Many have given their lives for this brand, and we all may be called on to take a stand. But you're never too old to ride with my crew When you sign on here, you may get us new. Well, the cowboy that day hired on for a new boss, and his foreman's the one who had died on the cross. He can ride happy till the end of his days, 'cause there's no stopping the gathering of the lost and the strays. Thank you.